What's up, squaddies? Sending major love your way? You all mean the world to me. It's Daily Diaries Friday, and you know what that means. Good vibes, real talk and lifting each other up. Smash that like button, drop a comment, hit subscribe, and let's get into it. A few months ago, the Murdoch-owned Times of London launched a curious little project that ended up delightfully showcasing the talents and refined sensibilities of Duchess Meghan. In a playful and seemingly impartial move, the publication organised a blind taste test of various raspberry jams. Without identifying the brands to the tasters, they slipped in Duchess Meghan's As Ever raspberry spread alongside several other popular and boutique varieties. From all accounts, the tasting took place in the Times New York office, with editors, staffers and food critics participating in the experience. What followed was not just surprising, it was affirming. The reviewers, not knowing they were sampling a product created under the guidance of Meghan Sussex herself, unanimously favoured As Ever's jam. Not only did it stand out for its bold, balanced flavour and high-quality ingredients, it was repeatedly cited as the best jam of the group. That the jam was created by someone so often unfairly targeted by the British tabloid press made the praise all the more satisfying. Even in a blind test, without names, branding or celebrity associations to influence the results, Duchess Meghan's product came out on top. That's not hype, that's substance. Fast forward to summer and another Murdoch-owned outlet, this time the New York Post, decided to follow a similar formula, this time turning their attention to the increasingly crowded world of celebrity wines. The category of rose has become particularly trendy among Hollywood stars and public figures looking to extend their personal brands into lifestyle products. From A-listers like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie to wellness-minded stars like Cameron Diaz and icons like Sarah Jessica Parker and Jon Bon Jovi, celebrity roses are becoming a serious market force. And yet it was As Ever once again, Duchess Meghan's brand, that stole the spotlight. In a blind taste test organised by the New York Post, featuring a panel of respected New York City wine experts, Meghan Sussex'S As Ever 2023 Napa Valley Rose came out on top. Competing against long-established labels with major financial backing and global recognition, Meghan's entry proved itself not just competent, but exceptional. "This wine is good enough to be poured at Buckingham Palace," declared Christian Bendeck, a certified sommelier based in downtown Brooklyn. That statement, light-hearted as it may be, holds weight. Coming from someone with deep knowledge of wine, it suggests that As Ever Rose has the sophistication, elegance and balance befitting royalty, quite literally. The panel included top-tier wine experts such as Nikki McCutcheon, the wine director at Tao Group's renowned restaurants Cathedral and Sake no Hana, and Chris Miller, managing partner at the Lambs Club and co-founder of the Times Square wine window. These aren't your average influencers doing promotional content. These are professionals with palates trained to detect nuance, structure and balance in wine. McCutcheon praised the wine's versatility, flavour complexity and overall value. "It has a touch of cherry red fruit on the finish," she said. "This you could drink on its own or paired with food. It could pair very well with French Mediterranean food. This one gets a star." She was clearly impressed not just with the rose's immediate taste, but also its culinary range, a rare feat for a celebrity-labelled product. Bendeck's notes were equally positive, describing the wine as coconut Thai, very tropical, and adding that it was more interesting than most of the other entries. It's that word, interesting, that signals real depth. Many wines can be pleasant or drinkable, but to be interesting? That suggests a wine that evolves, engages and invites conversation. Meghan Sussex didn't just release a rose, she released a statement of taste, style and intentionality. The As Ever rose officially launched on July 1st, a poignant date as it would have been Princess Diana's 64th birthday. Within 1 hour of its debut, it completely sold out. That's no small feat in the world of wine sales, particularly for a debut product. The wine retails at a modest $30, a price that reflects both quality and accessibility. Crafted from a thoughtful blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Mourvèdre, Grenache and Syrah grapes. The As Ever Rose is described on its website as offering soft notes of stone fruit, gentle minerality, and a flavour profile reminiscent of the finest Provençal styles. Even as it competes in a market flush with heavy hitters and legacy vineyards, As Ever manages to stand out, not because of its association with Meghan Sussex, but in spite of it. You see, the truth is, in the saturated world of celebrity wines, many consumers and critics too often assume these products are all style over substance. But Meghan, well, she's clearly broken that mould. Her rose isn't just good for a celebrity. It's good, period. The panel's second favourite wine was Miraval Rose Côtes de Provence, priced at $24.99, famously tied to Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's contentious divorce proceedings. While the wine itself was described as really approachable and nice in minerality, several of the experts found it lacking in structure. "It needs more of a backbone," said Chris Miller. That kind of subtle critique, reveals just how much has ever impressed the group by comparison. Third place went to the rock star collaboration Hampton Water, a rose brand from John Bon Jovi and his son Jesse Bon Jovi. Again, it's telling that Meghan's debut offering beat out wines that have been on the market for years, some with substantial marketing budgets, shelf presence and name recognition. And yet, one can't help but notice how little fanfare this remarkable achievement received in certain parts of the media. While outlets like The Post did the work of testing and publishing the results, the usual voices, those obsessed with Meghan Sussex's every move, were curiously quiet. You'd think that, with all their resources, at least a few of the usual royal commentators and online critics would do something productive like, say, test the wine themselves. But no. It's more profitable to harp endlessly on invented scandals and false narratives than to engage honestly with what Meghan is actually doing. In truth, Duchess Meghan's accomplishments, from acting to philanthropy to lifestyle branding, consistently reflect her intelligence, thoughtfulness, and commitment to quality. Whether it's a jam or a rose, the goal is never to slap her name on something flashy for a quick profit. There's always attention to detail. There's always an undercurrent of storytelling, intentionality and care. What As Ever represents is not just a brand, it's a philosophy. It's about savouring the good things in life, the connections we form, the meals we share, the moments we pause to appreciate. And yes, it's also about showing that a woman like Meghan Sussex, so often mischaracterised or misunderstood, can quietly and gracefully dominate an industry simply by doing the work well. It's refreshing to see Duchess Meghan continue to thrive on her own terms, away from the noise and distortion. Her critics may shout, but her success speaks more loudly. When experts are blind to the name on the label and still choose As Ever, it's a beautiful reminder. Quality always rises and grace always endures. So cheers to Duchess Meghan and her blossoming journey in the culinary and viticulture world. If her jam and rose are any indication, we can expect more delicious, elegant surprises in the future. And that's a wrap, squaddies. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this amazing journey. You guys are the best, and I love you all. Your support means the world to me. If you had a good time, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to catch our next adventure. Drop your thoughts, questions, or even just a quick hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Share this with your friends, your family, or anyone who could use a little inspiration. Until next time, stay awesome, stay motivated, stay safe, and keep shining. Catch you later, squaddies.